I'm calling on you. All right? Be ready on this one. Example 3, dividing integers. The first one says negative 48 divided by negative 6. And you know the rules for the sign are the same. So, Alex, what'd you get on the first one? Negative 48 divided by negative 6. Quaso. Positive 8. Negative divided by negative is positive. Okay? And guys, you shouldn't be using your calculator here. We need this in our head. B, positive 56 divided by negative 8. Miles. You know what? It is negative 7. Miles, I got to tell you, this was one of my times tables that I always had trouble with when I was a kid. 7, 8, and 56. 7 times 8 is 56. That was one of the struggles. The 9s never bothered me, obviously. 7 times, I mean, not obviously, but 7 times 9 is 56 or whatever. Those were easy. But 7 times 8, for some reason, it just didn't hit my head. Maybe because it was close to 6 times 9, which is 54. And 7 times 8 is 56. And maybe that's where I had some issues. But you know what? You guys know I have limited mental ability. All right? 0 divided by 9. 0 divided by 9. What is that, Will K? 0. Guys, this makes me want to talk about something, though. This is perfectly fine. Beautiful. It equals 0. Wonderful. You get a check. Move to the next problem. But this is bad. You go to math jail for that. We never divide by 0. This is considered undefined. Oh, let me see if I can. It won't let me take just that little part. I want to take just that little part. Okay. Undefined. All right. And I'm going to take just a second because I have a minute 20 left. I want to take just a second to show you why. All right. Let's do this. What's 10 divided by 1? What's that equal? What's that equal? Raise your hand. 10 divided by 1. Milan. Beautiful. Milan, let's make the number being divided smaller. What's 10 divided by 10? I mean bigger. I'm making this. I don't want to make that bigger. 10 divided by 1/10. What happens? How do I divide by a fraction? I'm glad you spent time in 5th and 6th grade with Miss HS, because you know how to divide by fractions. How do I divide 10 by 1/10? What do I do? Dane? Don't like it. 10 divided by 1/10 is the same as 10. What? Spencer? Okay. Nope. 10 divided by 1/10 is the same as 10 times the reciprocal of 1/10. I always flip the second one and multiply. Oh yeah, 2 years I did that. Okay, that equals 100. What about 10? What about 10 over? What about 10 over 1/1,000,000th? What would that be when I flip and multiply? Leo? 10 million. Let me ask you something. What's happening to the denominator? It went from 1 to 1/10 to 1/1,000,000th. What's happening to it? Miles? It's getting tiny, tiny, tiny. It's getting very close to what number? 0. And as it gets closer to 0, what happens to the whole thing? Miles? It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? This number is approaching infinity, which is what Ross told us about earlier. But is this a number? No, it's undefined. We never can divide by 0. This is very bad. This is very good. All right? This you spend 30 days in the hole for. All right? This is just fine. This you go to math jail for. All right, keep that straight. Thanks, guys.